Hey everyone, my name is Christian Brooks. I am the owner of Brooks Bookkeeping and Accounting Services, a bookkeeping and tax firm that aims to empower and educate women of color entrepreneurs and small business owners on their business finances and taxes. My goal is to break down topics like business finances and taxes to make them more digestible, approachable, and understandable. Today I have an awesome video for you all where I'm going to talk about how you can buy a business card and write it off on your taxes. So if you're interested, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button. Let's get into the video. So when you purchase a car for your business and you write it off on your tax return, what you're really doing is writing off the depreciation of that car. Now, depreciation is when you write down the value of an asset by a certain amount each year until the value of that asset gets to zero. And you can deduct that depreciation expense or the amount that you wrote down the asset by each year until the asset's value gets to zero. Now, with depreciation for a car, you can use it a couple different ways. You can take it yearly. So you can take a depreciation expense for your business vehicle each year until the value of the asset gets to zero. Or you can take majority of the depreciation up front in the year that the car was purchased and placed into service. Now, if you decide to take all or most of your depreciation up front, you would use Section 179 or bonus depreciation. Now, if you choose to use Section 179 depreciation or the bonus depreciation, you can write off most of the cost of your vehicle as a depreciation expense in the year that you purchased the vehicle and placed it into service. However, the vehicle does have to be a business vehicle. Under Section 179, the vehicle has to be used for more than 50% of business operations. Under bonus depreciation, more than 50% of the vehicle's operation has to be for business purposes. So a good profession for this would be a real estate agent. So if you're a real estate agent and you're using your car to go see properties, to go to open houses, to pick clients up, to take them to different properties or whatever have you, then your car, you could potentially buy a car and write it off on your taxes using Section 179 and bonus depreciation. But please note that buying a car and placing a business logo on it does not make it a business vehicle. It has to be used for business purposes. If you buy that car and put a business logo on it and try to write it off on your taxes, most tax professionals are going to let you know that you can't do that. Now, there are certain restrictions that come along with Section 179 depreciation and bonus depreciation. One being with Section 179, you cannot take this deduction if your business operated at a loss for the year. So you have to have income in order to be able to take the Section 179 deduction. With bonus depreciation, there is no annual income limit in order to take bonus depreciation. However, with both Section 179 and with the bonus depreciation deduction, there are deduction limits for certain vehicle types. For example, for passenger vehicles, which are vehicles that weigh less than 6,000 pounds and are used on public roads, using both Section 179 and bonus depreciation, you can only take a deduction of up to $18,000 in the first year. Now, for vehicles that are over 6,000 pounds but under 14,000 pounds, under Section 179, you can only take a depreciation expense of $27,000 in the first year. But under the bonus depreciation, at one point you could take a 100% depreciation expense in the first year, which means you could fully write off the car. However, that ended in 2022. As of 2023, the bonus depreciation is starting to phase out. So now you can only write off 80% of that depreciation expense, and it will continue to go down until bonus depreciation is completely eliminated in 2026. Also, when considering if you are going to buy a business vehicle and write it off on your taxes, you want to be aware of recapture. If your vehicle usage goes under 50%, then you could be subject to recapture. That was writing off the purchase of a vehicle on your taxes, but you can also write off the operation of a vehicle on your taxes, which means that you can write off all of the expenses that you have to pay in order to operate the vehicle. So you can write off any, like, you got to buy tires, repairs, oil change, lease payments, things of that sort. You can write those things off on your taxes, and I do talk about that in a different video. My video where I talk about 5 tax write-offs for entrepreneurs and small business owners. I will link that below. So check that video out to learn more about the business use of vehicle deduction. Please make sure that you consult a tax professional before you go to the dealership to buy your car, because sometimes at the dealership they'll tell you all kind of stuff. They'll tell you you're able to write off 100% of this car on your taxes. Honestly, they're just trying to make a sale. There are so many different limitations and criteria that you have to meet in order to be able to write off this car on your return in the year of purchase. So make sure that you are talking with your tax professional so that you're making the best decision for you. I would hate for you to get to the dealership, buy a car, and talk to your tax professional, and then figure out you can't write that car off on your taxes. So as I said, make sure you are talking to a tax professional so that you are making the best decision for yourself. If you don't have a tax professional, feel free to contact me at www.christianandbrooks.com/bookkeeping. If you have any questions, or there is a topic that you would like for me to cover pertaining to taxes, small business ownership, or entrepreneurship, feel free to leave a comment below. You can also contact me at www.christianandbrooks.com/bookkeeping. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. My information is in the description box below. See you next time.